Sure, it's been nice having you with us today on Travel Michigan, and we get to enjoy spending a few more minutes with you. I'm Dave Lorenz, along with Michelle Grinnell, and Michelle, we're going up in the air.
We are, and there's no more lovely air than that air of pure Michigan.
Okay.
And there's no more lovely way to experience it than by hot air balloon. And so we are talking with Michelle Token, who is the Michigan Challenge Director, which is a great event that takes place in the Howell area. So welcome to the show, Michelle.
Thank you.
So let's start. It's called the Michigan Challenge. There's hot air balloons. What's this event all about?
Well, this is our 30th annual event, and we have more than 40 hot air balloons flying with us. The Michigan Challenge Balloonfest in Howell is actually the state championship of hot air ballooning. So our pilots will be competing for a trophy and some nice prizes and the title of the Michigan Challenge champion. So it's fun for all of our guests to come out and see the balloons, but it's also a competition for the pilots as well.
So this is June 27th through the 29th. Why don't you bring us through the schedule, Michelle, especially like the launch times, the approximate launch times, things like that.
Well, we have 5 scheduled balloon launches throughout the weekend of the 27th through the 29th, and they are between 6 and 8 p.m. in the evenings, and then on Saturday and Sunday morning between 6 and 8 a.m. So the event officially kicks off at 4 o'clock on Friday, June 27th. We have the balloons launch, we have skydivers that night, and then Friday night we have a fireworks show, which a lot of people like to stay for. Everybody likes fireworks.
Well, and I think everybody loves, just seeing those balloons in the air floating by. It's just, it's really beautiful, and you all kind of think about what it must be like to be up there. But they are competing, right?
Yes, they are. Pilots will actually throw markers or baggies, similar to bean bags, on an X-shaped target, and the goal is to get as close to the center of the target as the pilot can, and they accumulate points throughout the weekend. So hopefully we will get a lot of competitive flights in, and we'll see what the rankings are, and on Sunday morning we will announce who the champion of the event is. It takes a lot of skill and precision to have the pilots compete. Some of them will come down very close to the target and throw their baggies. Others will keep their balloon at a higher distance and make a throw that would make any Detroit Tiger pitcher look good too.
Well, I guess the thing that always gets to me about this is I don't understand how they can direct the balloon. Isn't it basically the balloon is going to go where the wind pushes them?
That is true, although they can control the altitude of the balloon, up and down movement. But yes, the winds control in what direction the hot air balloons go. We have targets placed throughout the county, but if people want to actually see the competition, they should plan on arriving at our Balloonfest launch site at Howell High School during the morning flights, and that's when people can actually see the pilots throwing their markers.
All right.
And you said about 40 balloons will be participating? Or did I make that up?
43 on our roster this year.
Unbelievable. Well, and that really is a really cool thing to see. Now, when you launch the balloons, they're not all taking off at once, are they?
Not all at the very same time, but all kind of around the same time frame. It'll take between half hour, 45 minutes for all of them to launch during the evening mass balloon launches. And then when they fly in, they're flying in from different parts of the county, and that takes about 45 minutes to an hour as well.
Okay. Well, of course, the balloon launches, I think, are a real highlight, for everybody. You mentioned the fireworks on Friday night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Friday night.
And then all weekend long. We have a new Michigan marketplace this year that we're very excited about. It will be adjacent to our Arts Festival area, and all of the products in there are made here in Michigan. So it's another way that we can help promote Michigan and the state, and we're very excited to add that to the Michigan Challenge Balloonfest this year.
So the market plots and the arts fair, which is all part of the Michigan Challenge Balloonfest, where are those activities? Because these are in various venues, right?
Well, we're all on school grounds at the Howell High School complex. We cover a number of acres there. That's where the balloons launch. That's where all of our family activities are, our 3 entertainment venues. And then on Saturday afternoon from 10 to 2, we are doing a partnership program with the Livingston County Airport this year, which is located about a mile west of the Balloonfest grounds. And people can stop by the airport and see some more planes and more aviation and see some demonstrations and fly-ins there as well. So we're kind of expanding our Michigan theme this year and our aviation theme this year.
Michelle, so this is all taking place in the Howell area. What makes Howell kind of a great location for this sort of an event?
Well, our event director, Dick Rudliff, came to the Howell Chamber with this idea more than 30 years ago, and he thought at the time Howell was just the perfect place for a hot air ballooning event. And still, after 30 years, we think it is too. Many people come to the Balloon Fest, and they return to Howell and visit our downtown based on, the fun that they had and the great things they saw at the Michigan Challenge Balloon Fest.
Well, I know you traditionally have a carnival and you have entertainment. That'll all be at the school as well?
It's all located on the Howell High School grounds. And
what is your music this year?
Our main stage on Saturday night is a local Beatles tribute band called Toppermost. And we're very excited about having them perform this year, kind of on the heels of the 50th anniversary of the Beatles appearing on the Ed Sullivan Show earlier this year.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Now, I see on your schedule you have what's called a smash zone. What is a smash zone?
Well, those are part of our kids' activities in our landing zone area, and that's where the Michigan Marketplace and the Arts Festival, there's a family fun tent. Meijer is bringing a mobile unit up in that area this year. They'll have product samplings and games and other fun things to do in the Meijer mobile unit. We actually transport a plane to the site, too, Crosswinds Aviation, and people will be able to see that in the landing zone as well and get an up-close look at the cockpit and see how a smaller plane operates.
Michelle, you mentioned this is all taking place at the high school complex, but how far away is it from downtown? Because downtown Howell is really, really cute. It's got some great shops, some great restaurants if folks kind of want to explore that as well.
It does, and it's just a couple miles west of downtown Howell. We actually have some Balloon Fest activities on Saturday right in downtown for families and children as well. So we kind of incorporate our high school area, our downtown area, and this year the Livingston County Airport all into the Michigan Challenge Balloon Fest. And we hope that people can take the time to stop at all the different locations and see what they have to offer.
Well, there are plenty of hotels in the area. If you're planning to go for the entire weekend and really take it all in, would be a great idea. You might want to go to Michigan.org, for instance, and do a little search on accommodations in that Howell area. Or maybe, for more information, including the complete schedule, go to the Michigan Challenge Balloon Fest website. Very simple to find at michiganchallenge.com. And you get the whole schedule. You'll learn all about that entertainment, all the different places, and of course that aviation stuff at the airport as well. So looks like it's going to be a good time, Michelle. Want to thank you for joining us today. Michelle Token, the director of the Michigan Challenge Balloon Fest, coming up in Howell, June 27 through the 29th. And that's all the time we have for Travel Michigan. Also want to thank Mark Blackwell for engineering today's program. On behalf of Michelle Grinnell, I'm Dave Lorenz. We'll talk to you next week on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.